dive into what it's all about. So
Okay. Okay, that's good because otherwise we'd have to make you a co-host to be able to share your screen. So I just wanted to get that done if we needed to.
Okay, let me make sure we got
But
everybody
I love it.
muted.
Just have us have an experience. That'll be wonderful.
Okay, we are live. You guys can start at any time.
All right. Well, let's get kicked off on this. Welcome, welcome. It is Monday night, time for Course Spotlight. I'm Kathy Lawson, Chief Knowledge Officer of the Great Discovery. I love these sessions because I love to learn, and I know we're going to have a great time tonight. So let me introduce you to Mark, who is going to be our Course Spotlight course creator tonight. Mark is Mark's really amazing. So as you learn about what his background has been and what he's going to take you through tonight, I think you're going to be amazed. So Mark can guide you on a journey where you get to design the ultimate view. As an entrepreneur, a business owner, a professional salesperson, you can achieve work-life harmony. You get to grow a profitable business that you love and create your ideal lifestyle, having time plus money. Mark uses a very unique combination of advanced hypnosis and neuro-linguistic programming to help you train your subconscious mindset. These processes will help you relieve stress, anxiety, trauma, fears, and overwhelm so that you can succeed with ease. Mark has over 42 years of experience and has been coaching people since 1995. He will help you in any and all areas that you desire to overcome your limitations and create ultimate success. And as you all heard tonight, Mark is going to present his course on Hypnotic Virtual Vacation. So take it away, Mark.
So yeah, thank you, Kathy, and I appreciate with your help to be here tonight, and also with some gentle nudging from Renee Reich, who's on the call. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you. Your virtual slap across Zoom, gently and lovingly. So yeah, so the whole thing is, and this is kind of like my stealth way of saying, hey, this is about stress management. So don't tell anybody the secret. But we all know, why do we take vacations, right? We take a vacation because we want to relax. We want to enjoy life. We want to get rid of the stress. We want to unwind. We want to have experiences. So the whole thing is that, people always tell me, oh, I'd love to take a vacation, but I don't have the time. Or I'd love to take a vacation, but I don't have the money. Or I'd love to take a vacation, I don't have time or money. Right? So, or I have the time, I have the money, but I'm just too deep in the grind. I don't want to lose momentum. So if anybody falls into any one of those categories, and you're going to be excited about what this is all about, because it's a way that you can create an experience in your mind, but it's really about finding a way to let go of stress, have a wonderful experience. And then there's kind of a bonus that I added on where you get to lock it in, right? So with a quick show of hands, I can't see everybody, but you raise your hand as appropriate. Who here is taking a 1 week vacation and come back nice and relaxed? Who here's, keep your hand up if you've taken a 2 week vacation and come back nice and relaxed? A 3 week vacation, 4 weeks or more. Has anyone taken 4 week or more vacation? I see Kathy's hand up. Awesome, right? I can't see everybody, but we'll have time for questions and answers at the end. So if you've taken a vacation, you've come back nice and relaxed, right? You feel good. You had this wonderful experience. You got this great feeling in your body and your mind. You total reset. You sharpen the saw, and you're ready for life, right? And how long does it take for that feeling to go away? Like, how long does that feeling last until it just, like, something happens, you're snapped back into quote unquote reality, and that feeling goes away, right? Anyone want to share? I don't know what the normal format is here, but I like open interaction if that's cool. Or
Well, I'll say, Allison said in chat, but I agree, a couple days at most.
Right. Okay. So I did this in front of a group live a couple of weeks ago, and they said, do you want the answer in days, hours, or minutes? So, and this was after a 6 week vacation. So here's the whole thing is, and I'm going to give you an example of what this could be, right? And it was one of my my star examples that I love, and I've had many very similar to this, but this one I love explaining. So summer in New York, right? I can do New York. I can do New York English, right? You guys want to hear about it? No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. So she's like, summer in New York, hot and sweaty, right? She's just like, I want to go someplace cool. I love to ski. I'm going to go skiing in Chile for a week, right? I said, okay. And what else? She goes, more? And I said, yeah, what do you want? So she's like, well, then I'd like to go to Europe for a week and see all the sites. And it's like, but no. I need 2 weeks in Europe, right? Because I want to go to France and Italy and Greece and all these wonderful things that I want to see. The Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, the Colosseum, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, all these different things she wanted to see, the different museums and whatnot. And I said, okay. And she goes, and more? She goes, well, after skiing for a week and 2 weeks running around Europe to see all these different things nonstop, she goes, I think I need a week to chill on the beach in Hawaii, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. So we got your 4-week vacation there. So she was able to go skiing in Chile for a week, cool down, then go to Europe for 2 weeks, see all of her favorite sites, then go chill on the beach in Hawaii for a week. And she was back in her office in 45 minutes. Sound like a great plan? Right? But here's the thing, right? She didn't lose that feeling in a day, a week, a month. She can still access that feeling years later. And here's why. Because I've come up with a way that, a lot of people, if you don't know about hypnosis, I'm sure you've seen things on TV and the movies or whatnot, but they have a thing called a post-hypnotic suggestion, right? Where they make the person do something funny or silly, but I use it more in a positive way that we can lock it in, and I name it TAP, Trance Activation Protocol. So the Trance Activation Protocol gives you the ability to lock in that vacation feeling, right? So how many times you're in the middle of a busy week, you're in the grind, this is happening, that's happening, someone's throwing piles on your desk, you got to put out all these fires, and you're just like, oh my God, I need a vacation, but I can't get away, right? And you don't need to actually go away for a week or a month or 6 weeks, but if you could just have that feeling for a moment, and that's where the tap comes in. You might just close your eyes. You might say a word to yourself. You might tug your ear or whatever it is that is your tap. And once you tap into that feeling, it brings you back to that full vacation feeling. And at the very least, it offsets the stress of the moment. At the very most, you get to just sit there and revel in like, oh my God, I'm like on vacation again for a minute or 2 or 5 or 10, however much time you have in between. And what that allows you to do is come back to the situation where you can think clearly, you can be more resourceful. It's all about managing your state of mind. So these are things that I built into like my higher level programs. And I've had people in business say, well, I don't really have any issues, but I want to know what hypnosis is all about. And that's really where I came up with this. It's kind of like a wonderful sample, but it's actually a good resource where you can have whatever your ideal vacation is, and then be able to lock in that feeling. I mean, I had a woman a couple of weeks ago. She's like, I want to go to Bar Harbor, Maine, but is it okay that I've already been there? And I go, sure. I said, why that? And she's like, well, when I was there, we were just there for 2 days, and there was like 6 weeks worth of stuff that I would want to see there, and it just a beautiful place and relaxing. And I like the people and all that. So I said, okay, even better. You know exactly what it's going to be like when you're there, and we could bring up that feeling. But the difference is you were only there for 2 days. You came back to New York and that feeling disappeared. Now you're going to be able to lock in that feeling with the tap and be able to keep that feeling. So not just like you went there once and it was nice while you were there, but you get to keep that feeling when you come back. So the cool thing is that, initially, every session will be just a custom session. Then eventually I will have a library that people could pick and choose and download kind of someone else's vacation. So that'll be coming down the line. But for now, what I do is I help you to craft it, basically create your itinerary, right? So I'm like playing virtual travel agent for you, but just allowing you to dream and like really lock in all of the experience that you want there. So it's not just where you'll go, but it's who you'll go with, what it will be like when you're there, what things you'll see, what things you'll feel, what things you'll hear, the taste, the sights, the sounds, the whole 3D full sensory experience, because it all takes place in your mind. And that's really where we experience these feelings and thoughts anyhow. So, and then you also get a recording of it. So not just do you have the tap to come back to it, but if you say, hey, I want to re-experience that whole thing, and maybe it brings up a different feeling next time, right? Maybe you focus more on the wonderful sights that you see, or maybe another time you focus more on just how it feels to be there, or maybe the first time you listen to it, like, hey, I don't really feel like I got too deep into it, but when you listen to it again, it's all there, formulated for you to have the deepest possible experience. So for some people, I've done one session with them, boom, they go really deep and they have this wonderful hypnotic experience. Some people, it's very light. Some people, it's better light. You know, it's the cool thing about hypnosis is that it's not so much about how deep you go into it, but it's the benefit that you receive from it. So, and that doesn't necessarily equate directly proportional to the depth of the trance. So it doesn't matter if you've ever been hypnotized before. It doesn't even matter if you don't want to be hypnotized. It's really about guiding you through like a visualization and an experience of it. So for the most part, it's semi-hypnotic. It could be deep hypnosis, but really it's just engaging your mind in this wonderful journey that you create. So, you know, like I'm a big reader. My daughter's a big reader. I read nonfiction. They read fiction. Right. But, you know, a lot of people, you know, over the years, you talk to them and it's like, hey, I read this great book and then I went and I saw the movie. And the book was great. The story is great. But the movie, it didn't really get it. Like, because if someone's really into a book, and what makes the book so great is you're envisioning what the characters look like. You're envisioning the scenes. You know, they kind of paint the picture with the words in the story. Even if it's an audiobook, kind of paints this wonderful picture for you. And the picture in your mind would be better than if they actually do it in the movie. Now you're watching the director or the producer or the screenwriter's point of view of what he thinks it should be like, what he thinks should look like, how the character sounds, all of that, right? So when you create it in your mind, you get your ideal version of it. So that's really where all of this came about. And, you know, first and foremost, I'd love to get feedback. Do you think this is a great idea? Do you think it sucks? Is it something you think people are going to want to do? You know, all of that. I'm very, very open to feedback. I've done these one-on-one with people over the years, and it's something that I'm actually working on. I mean, right now it's my time to do it. It's the time interviewing the person, and I do the session live with them, and it is recorded so that they can have that recording at the end. And behind the scenes, eventually I will have a totally automated version of this that will be like probably 1/10 the price, because it won't take any of my time. It'll just be running automatically. And when I met Sandra and Tim a little over a year ago in Florida, there was a gentleman there who was also talking about AI, and he told me what I wanted to do was impossible. But a year into AI from then, so much more is possible now. So I'm very excited about being able to automate that. But for now, and to get the momentum going on it, I do it live. I do it one-on-one. I give that interaction with people so that they can really shape the experience. And it's going to give me a lot of feedback on how I'm going to automate the process moving forward. And then, like I said, there will be saved recordings that people can go in and pick and choose. Hey, this person, you know, went to ski in Chile and then Europe and then Hawaii. And I'd like to try that, right? As just an experience. And then they try like that at, like a greatly reduced cost, obviously, because it's pre-recorded. But then they get to say, oh, well, I like that vacation, but that's not really my vacation. Now I want to do a custom one with Mark. Now I want to do like the full on one. So yeah, these are just ideas that I'm putting out there. The course is up there. There's an intake on it, and there's opportunity for people to, to really explore every aspect of what they want. And I encourage people to do a little bit of research beforehand. You want to see a certain place, you want to go there, research it, look it up. With all the tools we have now with the internet and images and AI and stuff like that, you can really understand what it's like to be somewhere before you go there, and then you get to lock in your ideal experience of it. So,
Great, Mark.
yeah, that's
There's
my deal.
there's lots of comments in chat. I put the link to the course in chat as well. So, and Rob has a question, but before I go to that, I just want to ask, maybe for everybody, the question. So if they enroll in the class, what happens is they fill out your intake form and then they spend some time with you and you craft this for them. Is that what happens right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a questionnaire that's already on the site as part of the course that they can fill out. But then when we actually do the session, if I have questions on it, I can communicate with them to really shape that better. Plus, there's things that I know are just going to enhance their journey without even having to ask them about it, because I've done this so many times. I've been doing this for many years, not necessarily the hypnotic virtual vacation, but definitely the hypnosis part and a lot of the language that I use. So like I could tell you, go to France and see the Eiffel Tower and standing there looking up at the Eiffel Tower, right? That's very specific language. But then there's artfully vague language. Like I could tell you, oh, notice when you're there that there's something that you hadn't even thought to see there. And when you look at it, it just gives you this wonderful feeling. And you're like, oh, this is why I came there. Right. So now I didn't tell you what that was, but I kind of gave you kind of like a surprise little thing added in that you make up your own thing. Oh, that must be like that wonderful old church that I wanted to see, or that museum that I thought about, but I forgot to add into the script, right? So it just gives a place for them to like spontaneously customize it for themselves, just because I'm being vague with the language, but artfully vague.
No, that's great. So they work with you, they go through the experience, and then they get their recording afterwards.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it also includes at the end of the session, while they're deep in the state, because the end is really where they're the deepest, because they've experienced the whole thing. And then I'm doing things to kind of bring up the feeling. So I bring it up in a way that, number one, they come up with a word that they may or may not remember consciously, but that's okay. And they can, if they remember the word, they can say it to themselves anytime and bring themselves back to that state for a minute or an hour or a good night's sleep, whatever they need. And I also lock it in so that it's automatic. If they're having one of those stressful days, the word triggers automatically without them even being consciously aware of it. This wonderful, tingling, relaxed vacation feeling comes over them, and then they can respond rather than react to the situation. So that's the stealth purpose of it, is really about stress management and relaxation under the guise of this vacation, right? But it's really just to generate the feeling.
Yeah, sounds wonderful. All right, Rob, let's go to you. You have a question or a comment?
Well, I have a comment. You say you want to do an AI version. My suggestion is maybe you can use the AI Genius Club for that. I'm just thinking out loud and being creative here, and from one New Yorker to another New Yorker, I I love the idea, and I'm actually going to start, doing something in a spiritual community of mine, whereby I have people create their own visualizations, and it's like a preview of coming attractions. Um, and So if you're open to giving me ideas on that, that would be great. Or maybe we can, put our minds together and do something together. Who knows? I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, feel
So
free to reach out to me. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I call that kind of instant pre-play, right? And I use that in all areas of like coaching and stuff like that. But, in this, it's kind of like they're envisioning what they want, right? So, and without the hassle of getting to the airport and missed flights and and lost baggage and all that, none of that happens. So it's like the perfect dream version of the vacation. But yeah, it is a creative visualization. It is a guided meditation process. So all of this is all part of what hypnosis is. Yeah, and that's really, it's all about guiding you into the experience of what you want to have. And I've even had some people that are like, well, can I travel in time? I'm like, sure, why not? Can I travel to other planets or other realms or other forms of existence? I'm like, okay, whatever you want, we'll work it in, right? As long as it's within the framework of what we're doing. So, there is no limit to what you can imagine and how you can utilize this.
right, right. Well, I'm driving, so if you can put your contact info in the chat, that would be great. Okay.
Okay.
Good. And Joyce, you have your hand up?
Yes, I had my hand up because what Mark is talking about reminds me of a commercial that's on, and it's done by Progressive. And these two people are talking about going on vacation. And for her, sitting down and clocking in the people's time clock for her, that was vacation. And finally they get to, well, have you been on vacation? And she can't even visualize what vacation is. So as you were talking about this, I'm saying maybe there are a lot of us that don't even know how to visualize going to what a vacation is, which is a kind of mind-boggling to think about. If you
Yeah.
Does that
Well,
make
I mean,
sense?
that's the thing. Some people don't have the time or the money for the vacation, and they probably need it the most.
Yes, that's what she was.
They're working so hard, right? So here, they can get it done, and from the comfort of their own home, after hours, and still make it to work the next day on time, right? Without
Yeah.
missing a beat.
It's a great
But
commercial.
and then they can listen to it every night if they want,
Mhm. Because
just,
she had no concept about vacation, and she gave her various scenarios. So finally, she gave up and said, I can't even explain it to you if you haven't been on a vacation." So this is great. Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. All right, anybody else? Comments or questions? Sounds really fun. It really does. And to have it, to go back to repeatedly to get you in that space is really wonderful. Yeah. All
Cool.
right.
Well, feel free to reach out to me.
Looks like Brian, you have a comment?
What does it cost?
I put the link in the chat, but go ahead, Mark, if you want to talk through that.
I missed what it was. Sorry.
What does it cost? What's the course cost?
So the cost is $360. So,
And the link in the chat, Brian, you can follow that and you can see more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone in TGD, if you want a reduced price sample, reach out to me directly. I'll work something out with you if you want. But And I don't know. I had spoken to Kathy about it, and this was a question that I have. Maybe Tim can answer this. Is there a way to give a coupon or a discount code or something like that? So rather than reducing the price and then inflating it back up, is there a way to give people like a, you know, a 20% discount or a certain fixed price discount or a, you know?
Yeah, that's actually what Sandra and Tim were talking about tonight.
Yeah.
That is on its way. Going to be here this week, Sandra? Is that?
Yeah, should be. I don't think we'll have it pushed live. I'm going to be testing on it tomorrow, so we should have it up by the end of the week at the latest. So you'll be able to offer a discount on that course. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And then I can just adjust what the discount would be.
Yep.
And there would be a code for that. So it'll be list because
Yeah.
I don't want to take away from what people perceive the value as. And that's really where I like the, you know, the discount that, hey, special offer, things like that.
Yeah, you could do special offer. And what it is you send out a link and they just click on the link and it takes them right to the shopping cart with the discount. Yeah.
Right. Cool. Yeah. Because I want to start posting about it and driving traffic to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll have it up soon. So.
And I've got two more things that I already put up online. So I'm moving. It took me a while to get moving, you know. So thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Tim, for being patient with me.
Oh, absolutely. You're doing great. You're doing absolutely great.
Awesome. And thank you, Kathy.
Oh, thank you, Mark. I'm so glad you were able to do this. Oh, go ahead, Ross. You got a question or comment?
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you more about this. Can I get your phone number, or can we email address or text or something?
I put the phone number in the chat, but you can email me. Mark.
Oh, no, I see it now. I see it now. That'll work.
Okay. Yeah, you can just text me at that number.
Okay.
Great. Okay, anybody else?
Yeah, I was wondering, Sandra, if it's okay, can you show everyone how to both locate by using search and share Mark's course so that we can, you know, just one of the new things that we want to start doing on Spotlights is encourage everybody that's here. Spotlights are really to get the word out. So we're, as both creators and potential users, as well as affiliates, get the word out on Mark's course. So could you show them, Sandra?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Let's, Mark, I'm going to remove the spotlight so we can
Sure.
use the
Yep.
whole
So you
screen.
can share your screen.
And
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, so up here in this search, did you guys see where I saw that? Right here. This is a really, really great search bar. Okay, so, and let's see if I can get it right.
SIE. Yeah, you got it.
Yep. Oh, right there.
Yep.
Right there, designing your ultimate to the audio book. Right here. See how I just put in Mark S and it already came up with like all these options. Hypnotic virtual vacation. Right here, click on it. It's going to take me right to it. I'm just going to say continue as a customer. So it takes me right to the course. Right there it is. You guys can take a look at it, all the information. Add to cart if you want to purchase it right there. And then what you're going to do to share, what's the easy way to share? Grab that URL and send it to somebody. I put that here. It's going to take them directly to this course and it's going to be coded to me. So if I'm sharing this, I'm going to do it with my demo 2, affiliate equal demo 2. You're going to make sure on your own replicated website when you grab that link. The other thing I can do is I can come down and I can grab that link right here, copy. I can click this and it will open up an email and I can email it to someone, or I can share it on any of the social media platforms. I'm not logged into any of these, but it will actually come in. You can log in and you can actually create a post around this link and it will post that right into Facebook for you. Very similar to what you see our funnel system doing. So it's very easy, guys. That simple. Grab the link, copy, paste it, or just come here, grab it, paste it, or share it directly right on any of the social medias from the share bar. Okay.
And if you promote enough of them, not only do you get a virtual hypnotic vacation, you can get a real one with all the cash you'll make.
All the money you make. Exactly. Yay.
Sandra, they were talking about having funnels that would go to, we can automatically funnel to each of these courses. Is something like that close?
No, that's a ways away. So basically what we've done is we will take our existing funnel system And we are working on building some more funnels. We're building the creator and marketer suite funnel. So that one will be coming up. Kathy and I are also starting to build one for the TGD International course. So that one will be coming up. These funnels do take a little time to build. The most time consuming thing is creating all the assets, right? The video, the copy, and everything. But then what we are going to do, and it'll be phase 2, and I don't know the timing on this, Ross, because it is going to be a pretty big project, but we are going to take that funnel and make it do it yourself so that you will have the
basically drag and drop AI assisted, writes all the autoresponders, will craft the video for you, the whole deal. Drag your course in and fill in the forms, and
so Mark could create a
that'll
funnel
be just terrific.
With his course, he would just drag and drop his assets in, what he wants in the funnel, but we'll give you the wireframe is what we call it, right? The frame of that.
Okay,
So
well, if I hand this link out to somebody else, I'm still offline on TGD, so I just plugged it in, and you're right, it goes right to his course.
Yes.
How does it keep any record of that I was the one that sent somebody there?
You have to be logged in.
It says equal. It should say whatever your affiliate whatever your username.
As long as you're sharing it from your course, from your site, Ross, you're gonna.
Yep.
Wait a minute, just a second.
Hold on.
Yes.
You have it?
I don't know. You had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, something happened. Hang on, he's right there.
Okay. No, you didn't want to hear me yelling. Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry. Repeat that because I've got
Ross,
the link.
I'm going to show you again. Hang on. I'm going to share my screen. Okay.
Ross, as long as you're sharing it from your website, it's always coded to you. So share it from your website.
So as long as when you're grabbing the link, make sure that this says Roswell James Quinn right here. And see up here where mine says affiliate equal demo 2. That is my username, demo 2.
Gotcha.
So that's that link. Anybody who purchases that course from this link right here, I am going to get credit for it.
So as long as I'm logged in when I copy that link, then
you don't even have to be logged in. All you have to be
on just from
on your replicated site. Just be on your site. I don't even have to be logged in. Watch, I'm going to log out. Okay, and let's go back up here to Mark. Go back here to this. So I'm logged out. I'm not even logged in, and it's still, I'm on my replicated site, and it's still affiliate equal demo 2.
Okay. Okay. Where do I'm trying to find out where's that? Because I just did that.
Ross, let's take this offline. I'll help you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it offline. I'll help you with that. Okay. Okay. Any other questions?
Oh, Allison, you have a question?
I do, please, Sandra. I was just curious because someone was asking me the other day, is the old Genius Club still a thing, or is it now only the AI Genius Club as an option?
Only the AI Genius Club. Yeah, there are people who are in it, they're grandfathered and they can stay in there, but it's not open, it's not new for somebody to sign up to that anymore. It's been sunsetted.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Mark, a big thank you. Loved hearing about the course. Love to hear more. And as you add new courses, please come back to Spotlight and share those with us. We love to hear about them. So, all right, everybody, thank you.
Appreciate your encouragement, Kathy, and thank you for all your help, and Renee as well, and Sandra and everybody. Thank you. Appreciate your time tonight.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to
tomorrow night's creator night. So bring some people on there. That package is incredible. Get yourself a real vacation with those extra cash bonuses and change the world. How many people are going to be empowered by that person that you bring on with their content and gets it out everywhere? Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.